Greetings, beautiful souls. You are welcome once again to this short message. And today I'm going to talk about the true nature of humankind. You are most welcome. Now, humanity is simply one creature containing the whole of creation within them. And humans as they are, they tend to experience itself or themselves in relation to a higher force called the Creator. And so all that exists in reality is only the Creator, which is the will to bestow and to give to the receiver, who is the human being. And so these are two opposite forces or opposite sides of the same force, if you know what I mean. Now, the creature or the human is known by all as the primary human being in this world. And that is Adam, as we all know. Adam being the collective soul. And this is our actual state, but we don't have any sense of it right now. We are the Adam, the collective soul. And so this is our true nature. And it's becoming more and more apparent as the force of development is beginning to push us towards an awakening. Our economies, as we all know, have become so globalized that the existence of each nation requires the success of all nations. Now, we are so interdependent that not even the smallest kind of wars or regional wars or any acts of terrorism are allowed to take place because it affects everybody as a collective. And so only those that are dumb seem not to realize that their actions as individuals does affect the collective, for every individual is part of the whole. We are all one. And for your information, on the internet, we see thoughts of people getting interconnected, and we see that private property is now an impossibility. Now, anything that we digitize and put on the internet immediately belongs to everyone. So we cannot say that this belongs to me, because after all, everything is we can say is a collective. Nothing belongs to another. We only normalize that things belong to us as a way of creating separation. But in real sense, everything is out of the whole. It is out of the collective. And we see that the future will be so different and so confusing, especially for those who are bound to remain in the old world or the old selves. They will not know how to live in the new kind of world that we are seeing appearing right now as the new earth. And to cut to the chase, God created man only in order to raise his consciousness to a higher degree of evolution, so that we as men can match with the same force that created us. And that is how we become gods. And we have to know that this development process does not take place at once. It is a process that happens gradually. We have to accept to upgrade our consciousness so that we can be able to reach a desired goal that the Creator has bestowed upon us. And so, because the human is made up of only the desire to receive for himself or for itself, man began to experience himself as just a fragment of so many millions of other parts of the whole, and thus considered himself a separate creature from the rest, detached and isolated by time and space in a reality called the world. And man's imagination comes to a point whereby he only thinks that he receives for himself. He does not think about any outside entity. This is now what is called the greed or selfishness. And this is what is known as the fall of man, the fall from grace. He has actually fallen from the nature of being connected to the source energy or to the whole collective soul, and he has decided to see himself as a separate entity from the rest of the collective soul. And so he detached from the collective soul to numerous tiny souls, and his consciousness has actually continued to live in that state of being, whereby the fall of Adam is actually very magnified in his day-to-day living. So small desires to give mixed up with small desires to receive is what is required so that the human being can evolve, or can choose to evolve his consciousness to reach a point whereby they are able to relate with the whole in one accord. And man needs to come to a point whereby they realize that no matter how it appears to us, the only thing that we actually heal in our way to receive is the Creator's will to bestow. Each and every creature must go through that point of correction in a conscious, awakened way, because only a direct sensation with the creative force raises the human above his nature to reconnect all the parts of the original Adam, with love, of course. In other words, the well-being of others is actually felt as my own when I reach that point. And that is the true nature of humanity. That's the quality of the Creator that is supposed to be within us, or within our consciousness. And that's actually the meaning of what we call spirituality. See, spirituality is not a personal pursuit that now we say we have to seclude ourselves as a group somewhere and decide that now we are the ones who are holy and the rest are not. We are the ones who are deserving and the rest are not. No, that is not what spirituality is about. So only the reconnected individual can reach the level of the Creator, reconnected to the Creator himself. And this person will always find that we are all one. We will not be choosing that we are better than the other. We will not be fighting over these meaningless ideas that we've created from time memorial, and making us to act like lunatics in a marketplace. And now our refinement of our consciousness, our evolution, is what nature is bringing us to right now as we speak. This is where we are seeing those that are awakening right now in plenty. And so when you see that people are awakening, it does not become a threat unto your life. Instead, you should try to awaken, because even those that are let's say those who are actually we can say conservatives, it is always very healthy when you are not rigid, because once you awaken, even the information that you knew becomes so much enhanced, and you will live your life to the fullest, that you will come to enjoy life the way it ought to be. So awakening is not a curse, it is a blessing to anybody, and it is there for everyone to experience. There is no need of raising walls and boxing yourself out from this. It is not a demonic thing. It is not here to make you lose your connection with God. Actually, it is here to help you connect to God even more. It is here to make you realize who God is, and make you realize that you are actually God himself. Now, thank you, friends, for your precious time, and I hope you've gotten something from this short message. And till next time, love and light. Thank you.